restart the stream with game 2. I got distracted. My favorite artist is premiering their new album on YouTube right now, so I got mildly distracted. 1 second.
Who's your favorite artist?
Illenium. It's in.
Don't know them, but just send me a song.
Alright, I will in a bit. He's got a bunch of stuff. It's EDM, so I'm not sure if it'll be your jam, but.
Well, I mean, I sort of trust your musical taste because you posted the new Tool album, and I was like, yeah.
Well, it's not the new Tool album yet. That doesn't come out to the end of the month, but the new song's really good. I'm really excited about it actually, because if you like Tool, somebody just pointed out that like the new song is just kind of like they took a greatest hits of old Tool and put it all in one song, and it turns out that's kind of what I'm in the market for anyway. So, like,
I mean,
I liked old Tool, so more Tool that sounds like old Tool is fine. All right, so game 2 is 4CF6. Man, I have to play more BattleCON soon. I have not been playing a lot of BattleCON lately, and every time I watch BattleCON, I'm like, man, this game's really good.
Yeah, well, yeah, you should play some.
Yes, I should. I should play some. I should play some, but like I am.
You still have some training to do to keep up with me.
Yeah. Who's advantage in this matchup?
Probably Luke, because it's, I mean, good character versus bad character. I'm not so sure that Luke is that good. I'm not so sure that Anath is that bad. So I think it's like, there's this stream, I think it was an Aliphant stream, where they played this matchup and LP won. It was pretty interesting because LP opened in soak form, and everyone was like, "Why is he soak? Why isn't he prio? Why isn't he prio? Why is he soak?" And then ended up being like an amazing decision, and LP won pretty convincingly. So
wait, Ali streams?
Things are Luke is really bad against start movement. Anath has a lot of start movement. No, I mean,
whoa.
Dealing with soak, Anath has soak. There's trouble versus things that are like very fast. Anath has stuff that's very fast. So.
Yeah. Man. Okay. So we're in soak form. I hate Anath. I really hate Anath. I like Luke a lot. I just don't ever play Luke because usually if I'm playing, I'm trying to beat people like Mix and Ali, and I don't think I can do that by playing Luke against them. But I do like Luke a lot.
You gotta understand your enemy.
Yeah.
So Luke's options beat 1 tend to be pretty limited. Chrono Drive and shots that hit a burst. But that said, Anath is in soak form. As long as you don't have to care about bursts at all, right? Because all bursts miss.
Yeah. This is true.
It's also Flash will get hit by burst, right? But what that means is that...
Well, you can't Flash. She's in soak form.
Yeah, so you're not going to Flash. Good point. You could 15 Flash
anti-power. I want to say 0, but once again, that one time that I got hit by Jugular Brand has ruined everything about my life. So, like, I would say that she'll never fainting Flash. But one day she will
never fainting Flash. That's crazy, right? It's like Jugular Brand is actually an okay pair. Fainting Flash is just horrible. It probably beats nothing. Fusion Shot anti-time is safe, right? It's faster, or it's no slower than anything Anath has. Hits everything. Costs you a time, but is otherwise fine.
Fusion Drive.
Drive loses to burst, right? That's the...
Anath is gonna burst in so form?
Yeah, because like something like I mean, yeah, I think a burst is reasonable because it only loses a shot, like we've established, right? Something like eternal shot is fine as well if you don't want to try and go fast.
That's probably unlikely.
I don't know. I mean, also just like Luke just fainting dodge is totally fine, right? You see a lot of dodges B1 because that's very nice, and it's not like Anath has these huge threats you're worried about. So I think Luke has like, you see the dodge a lot B1. I think as Luke you don't overthink it, you just dodge. I think has the more interesting decision to make here because you're not getting, when you're playing against a good character like Luke. You're not going to make anything that's completely safe, right? I'm a huge fan of Abhorrent Drive. I'm Abhorrent.
You love this style so much.
It's so good. There's a survey that I put up.
I just saw that.
It's clearly Abhorrent, and LP agrees with me. LP is the one other person.
Is
you think Abhorrent?
Ehik is primordial, right?
Yeah, Ehik is primordial is the best.
Primordial may be my favorite style in all of BattleCON Online.
And only Rodin and I said primordial for Ehik.
That is outrageous. And like, I'm the only person who likes Ultimate Chaos, but like, primordial is, if you like counter out of Elgar, primordial is counter plus. Anyway,
primordial is just a good trading style.
Primordial does everything. Primordial gives you like just the safest BS possible, but also if you want the hard read, it pays you out so hard. Like, you can either just be the safest possible with 4 stun guard and +1 power, or you just get to absolutely dunk on them harder than they've ever possibly been dunked on.
Exactly. So anyway, so I think Abhorrent is very clearly Anath's best style. Abhorrent Drive.
This style doesn't seem bad.
Good. Dread is definitely her second best style.
If she had stun guard on if she had stun guard unleashing, which I actually don't think is a bad, because I don't think Anath is super amazing, and I think putting like 2 stun guard unleashing would make it a lot better. Because this style just never seems to see any use.
It's an intentional design decision to not give Anath any stun guard. That's just like part of who she is as a character. It really hurts that she has no stun guard for sure, but that's intentional.
And while I understand that part of it, I don't think it's super valid, right? I don't yes, I know that it's part of her design decision, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not the target market for Anath, because I don't think you get enough payout out of these 4 things. Because like half the time they're bad for you, which I know is intentional, right? Because they all do amazing things, right? All of these effects are actually absurd. Like this, hate is just bad when you have no stun guard, So I don't know.
Yeah, that's the idea. I mean,
no, I'm not arguing, right? Like, I just think that, as an example, when I think of no stun guard, Rexen comes to mind, right? He has a stun guard 1 on one of his styles, and it's like the enervating. It's like this 1 defensive style, and I don't think you break Anath's character design by putting maybe 2 is too much, because you don't want to give like shot stun guard 4 maybe, but like 1 stun guard unleashing, where you then have to anti stun guard, but you also have like now stun guard 3 on your shot. I really, or maybe just like one of these other things should give you stun guard. Like,
I mean, I think the idea is that Anath, like, she's fine where she is, right?
I don't
like she's not underpowered, she's not overpowered, she's not like good. Okay, not everyone has to be super good. Right here, one play that's interesting from Anath is Abhorrent Burst. Anti-stun guard, for example, loses only to Chrono Drive, I believe. So,
Chrono Drive seems. This is I like her beat. I like where this starts, I guess, because it feels like she has options. And Destruction also seems really good if you think he's gonna come in.
I don't know. I think you probably want Abhorrent here to be a fusion. Abhorrent Shot also very good here. Yeah, I'd really play Abhorrent Shot. I'm not sure what beats it.
I mean, any burst, but fainting anything? Fainting strike. Get it? She doesn't have strike. Fainting shot.
Fainting Flash anti-power doesn't even beat it. Wow, it doesn't even beat it. I don't know. I think I think Abhorrent
Fainting
Shot.
Flash anti-power beats it.
No, because then you just counter anti-prio when you flash it.
No, because you can anti-time.
Fainting Flash anti-power anti-time. Doesn't So maybe. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe it is 1 damage, so you probably don't care. But
well, 1 damage and you 100% get them out of their best form, right?
Yeah, but
and
well,
I mean,
I don't know. Prio is also really good. Around Fainting Flash, anti-power, anti.
She's not doing that. Come on.
Yeah, so I think Abhorrent Shot seems really good.
Yeah. This seems terrible.
What I'm looking at.
Why? But why though?
What?
Well, why though? LP.
I mean, like, you're destructioning to catch a dodge. That's totally legit. Because dodge is a huge part of Luke's opening range.
Do you just hate? Does LP just hates his force game?
Yeah, but like you anti-stun guard on this for sure. Like,
what I have learned about LP is that he hates stun guard.
This is like really surprising. I don't know why you would.
This is terrible.
This loses to everything. I think this actually loses to everything.
I think so too.
That this beats.
It's
like obviously it's not complete nonsense, right?
It beats a dodge.
It beats dodges, right? Like destruction blank beats.
Yes. This should have stun guard. Why doesn't it have stun guard?
Destruction strike.
I like destruction strike a lot, but the point that you were making about fusion pushing it out of range was very legit to me.
Also, destruction strike beats. It clashes the thing you're beating, so probably don't play it.
Yeah. So I think that destruction drive anti-stun guard is actually fine.
Anti-stun guard is fine, yes. Clashes the bursts.
You trade, right? And you stay in soak form.
Yeah. So this is fine. Maybe he just clicked through his anti-phase. That's the only thing I can think of.
If you anti-stun guard, you actually win, right? Yeah, because he comes in and he deals 1, or he loses.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So it's a good pair if you anti-stun guard.
I feel like this is the second time we've talked about this. Like,
you know what else beats this really hard?
No escape.
Huh?
Thing, right? Abhorrent shot, for example, destroys this.
Yeah.
The shot is just like amazing. But I think destruction makes a lot of sense because dodge is so likely from Luke. So I really do agree.
I love this pair if you anti-stun guard, actually. If you anti-stun guard, I love this pair.
If you anti-stun guard. Because Yeah. Luke also, has to get close to you to hit you so often.
Yep.
Really good pair, except just why is there no anti? Okay. Well, anyway.
You know what? I am also going to point out that secretly, if LP had antied Stun Guard, I think it was on an Excel drive, that game is now entirely winnable as well.
That's a good point. But just yeah.
Because there were 2 times that he just straight lost beats that he should have slightly up traded or slightly traded or gotten position plus, and he just didn't because of not anting Stun Guard, including this one.
Beat 1 was also terrible. Like the safety burst that
Yeah, I hate safety burst.
Concedes 3 damage. I think that's probably wrong. Anyway, you have to think, is there anything you can do against a Chrono Drive or a Chrono Flash?
No.
So yeah, because your grasp is down, so Chrono Flash is faster than everything you have. But what you can do is you can dread, right? Dread, you can't dread. You can Havoc, right? Havoc beats Chrono Flash.
Yeah.
Also beats Chrono Flash. Not crazy, actually. Dread Burst.
Dread Burst. God, I hate this. I hate this pair so much.
Why?
Because it's so good.
I love this pair.
This pair gives me nightmares, right? Because everything about this pair is so solid. I agree with you that Abhorrent is almost certainly an Anath style. That being said, this is why I would play Anath, is because I love Dread. And just Dread in particular. I love Dread. I love dodge punishes. That being said, I also like the way that she moves, like she's Karen. Just everywhere. Dread Burst is good.
Havoc is significantly better than Dread Burst.
I would agree.
Because why wouldn't you Havoc?
That's only Prio 5.
Not Dread Havoc for sure. That's Prio 6, and it's Leashing Havoc just wins, right? But so Luke's probably just dodging.
Okay. Are we dodging?
Do you call the dodge and you Leashing Shot as Anath? Luke to full board is... Well, it's not going to be full board. He's going to fainting dodge, but... Good?
Hold on. Okay. Oh, literally unclashable because our destruction's down.
You should look for positioning as a way to beat dodges, not hard clashing them, usually.
Do you know who I am?
For the benefit of the viewers, I guess.
I heard what you said. You're not yeah, I guess. Yeah. Damn.
I think
it's always down.
Makes a lot of sense here.
I actually agree. I like Leashing Shot. I'd probably lose because I would Dread Havoc.
Dread Havoc is really not what you want to play here. You want to play any Havoc but Dread Havoc. Do Dread Havoc instead of, say, Leashing Havoc.
Cataclysmic Havoc.
The issue with Cataclysmic Havoc and Abhorrent Havoc is that they don't hit Chrono Flash.
Yep.
Luke will just not spend. He'll advance 1, and then he'll be on space 3. You advance to space 5, and then the before movement of Havoc happens, and
Yep.
You can't hit. So it has to be Leashing Havoc, but Leashing Havoc is completely safe. Leashing Havoc is just really good here. It's 4 damage. I mean, I guess you can Eternal Shot as Luke, and that's totally fine.
Oh right, how could I ever forget?
You can actually just soak the full Havoc, so you probably Eternal Shot then.
Wait a minute. 4, 5, yeah. Once again. Oh look! Once again, we have an Eternal Shot. Like, it's just like unbeatable. You know what?
Dread Havoc is much better against Eternal Shot, so maybe you do Dread Havoc.
Per damage spent. Cool.
I'm back on believing the Dread Havoc. So Fainting Dodge makes sense because the Dread Havoc will beat an Eternal, will beat everything, right?
Yeah.
So you dodge. So also you just dodge because you're Luke and you always want to dodge. Cataclysmic Dodge.
I have no words.
I'm gonna assume LP calculated something pretty sick about this. I think it's actually kind of an advanced play. So the idea is that he can Dread Havoc, but if he Dread Havocs, then he has nothing against Eternal Shot next beat. Unless he wants to like go to hate form, but that's not a good idea when Memento's up. So what he's doing with this Cataclysmic Dodge is he's hedging, right? He's saying, I'm going to dodge or play Eternal Shot. This dodge is fine against both, right? Because against the dodge, Luke's dodge is now down, so he has to Dread Havoc. And against the Eternal Shot, well, then Luke doesn't have Eternal anymore, and so he can Dread Havoc, right? So he's sort of setting up a Dread Havoc for sure this turn. Does the positioning work out? And I mean, I assume it does, but we'll see. Dread Havoc is at 5. Yeah, you can just Dread Havoc now. Anath, and I'm not sure. But like you're losing to Dread Havoc. I guess you Eternal Shot and you take it, but like, wow, that's really bad.
Alright, so it's like Dread Havoc, you can advance 2, advance 3, and then he gets to burst. So maybe it's like advance 3, go nowhere, advance 1, he bursts. No. I guess
Eternal Burst is okay, but
I think Eternal Burst is okay specifically against Dread. I like Dread Havoc, but I don't think it's very good against like any leashing. Right? So I don't know if Ali would play it.
Eternal Burst?
Yeah.
I think Eternal Burst is actually fine. That seems like a very Aliphant pair to play. Like,
it isn't just Eternal Shot's just better, right?
No, I mean I think Eternal Burst is significantly better, right?
Why?
Dread Havoc.
Yeah, but Dread Havoc still just does its thing.
What do you mean it does its thing? I don't think it does its thing.
Okay, so you advance 3, right? So you can't, so you don't advance. Oh no, she's here. So advance 3, or advance 1, advance 2, advance 3, 2. Yeah, then you don't hit and he hits. 0 to 3.
So I think the point is that it seems like Luke can force at range 3 after everything is said and done.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm not sure, right? Because it's like it's kind of weird, but I think that like, I mean, just the burst goes second, right? So just it doesn't put you at range 2, you know.
And because he's in the middle, you don't get any of the you don't have the option to not advance 3 with Havoc. Advance 3, advance 2, retreat 2.
Realistically, this is a null beat, right? Dread Havoc against Eternal Burst, but like a null beat.
No, you can go to range 2, right? So advance 3 goes here. Then Anath advances 2, so it goes here. Luke retreats 1 or 2, and we get to move 1.
Luke's just going to advance. He's just going to retreat 1 and not retreat 2 with the burst.
Got it. Yep, I think maybe it is Dread Burst. Or,
like Luke always has a choice, right, of how much to advance or retreat, and then the Dread movement can never fix it, for example, because of the parity, right? So.
Yep, there we go. Hey, look, I can do it if I think about it, Blatm. I'm just saying. Like, when I stop and I think about pairs, I can actually get them. But, like, when I'm actually playing, not so much. Yeah, and I feel like this is what I call the necessity, because you have to, okay, this is wrong. Would you take 3 here?
I would play exactly like they played.
How are you beating Luke with 1,000,000 time?
The thing is that, I mean, it's going to be a super grinding matchup. I think that matters. It's just unacceptable to take 3 damage for nothing here. And you know,
it's not nothing, right? It is for 4 time. And if time is worth a life, we're actually trading up.
That your time is worth a life here. Like the reason time is worth life is because of Eternal. Like I think that if you're just 5 life behind, it's just going to be incredibly hard to win this game. Like this game is going to be super grindy. It's likely to go to time. Every point of damage matters. Being down to 19 is, I think, just unacceptable. You're just going to lose for sure.
We're getting flashed.
You have other ways of dealing with his time stuff. Can't give it to him like that.
Is it time for my favorite pair?
What's your favorite pair?
It never works, but I always wanted to. Release and Grasp. It never works.
I wouldn't play something that loses to...
It loses to what?
To become active?
I would. Like, what? How?
Okay, I think stuff like Destruction Strike makes a lot of sense here.
I like Destruction a lot, but what I like about Leash and Grasp is this thing that there's like this play counterplay thing we've been talking about, and so maybe it's like even just Leashing Strike maybe instead. But what I don't want to happen is to play around the spend 5 time and then just straight up lose to Flash with her not spending the time. So I would probably this is what 6, which you can definitely beat, which is a problem. So I might really Leash and Grasp because it's Prio 8, right? And if she wants to spend 5, okay. You know, then I will have to take that on the chin. That sucks for me. But otherwise, like, I don't want to play, like, Leashing Strike and then get blown out by Fusion Flash.
So if you play Destruction Strike, you trade with Flash, right?
Destruction Strike. So 3, 4. Okay, moves here. Hit, push 2. And she will not lose that life no matter what. Got Fusion Grasp. Okay. Fusion Grasp, holy shit. Push.
You could get Fusion Grasp. It's not that bad, right? Like, you take 4, you deal 3, like, whatever. It's
you don't deal any. Destruction Grasp. Destruction Strike, right? 0 to 3?
right.
Fusion Grasp will push 3?
And I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. You would lose pretty hard to Fusion Grasp. Well, I don't think it's going to be Fusion Grasp, but if you get Fusion Grasp, then, I mean, okay, we'll play. I don't think it's going to be Fusion Grasp is because like, of course you burst against Luke. But I guess it could be Fusion Grasp. I don't think it's very Aliphant type play. Like, your bursts are pretty bad here, because they, all your bursts lose to drive on the right, but like actually,
Abhorrent Burst can still get out of range, right?
Abhorrent Burst what?
Abhorrent Burst gets out of range. No, it doesn't.
So you're slower than the drives, right? So that's
Yeah.
bad. Maybe you play Abhorrent Strike then, right? Just accept that, like, if you get flashed, you're going to take 1 damage, and 1 damage is not that bad.
I would Legion Grasp.
The purpose of Flash is to buy a turn so you get the time. However, so that prio, yeah, the power ante definitely means it's going to be. Yeah, okay. So this is why I like this, but a strike instead.
If we had strike,
start the 5 time ante. That's the one you don't want to lose to. I don't know about this. I think it's really bad. I think you definitely picked the wrong thing to play around here.
I wouldn't Abhorrent Grasp. Abhorrent Strike I still like. Right? I like
Legion Grasp, right? Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah. I would have gotten crushed as well.
So the reason it's Abhorrent Grasp and not Legion Grasp is because Abhorrent Grasp plays around burst is down. I don't know why it's. I guess it's Abhorrent Grasp is.
I mean, Legion Grasp.
I don't know why it's Abhorrent Grasp and not Legion Grasp. Actually, that's a good point.
Like Legion Grasp pushes to full range, right?
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is that Abhorrent's a better card than Legion, but they do the same thing in this situation.
Yeah.
So you might as well Legion, right? Unless you really want to move somewhere. But yeah, I hate this. I think one strike here. Like, you should play around the 5 time ante, and not play around Clash. Do you even win the Clash chain?
Here?
Grass versus Flesh versus Grasp.
What Clash chain?
Well, I guess there it's a mix-up, right? So I guess you do win.
There is no Clash chain. Are you talking about 7 anti-time?
Yeah.
I think you still.
Obviously, you're entering time if you go Flash. So you just have 1 of each, and your opponent also has 1 of each. So it's a Pentaclash, right? Okay. Pentaclash against the.
You have burst.
But you have burst against the strike, so you have a mix-up in the Pentaclash. So.
Yep.
It's definitely not unfavored, right? Because you just go for the definite Pentaclash if it is unfavored. So. I don't know about it. This is really bad. Yeah.
Not good. I would have lost. I mean, I would have been like I would not have played around the 5-10 ante. But then again, remember how I would have just taken 3 last turn? Because I would have been dumb and moved in
I mean,
and
that's the
spent all this
same.
time. Well, no, you took 4.
Okay, I took 4, yeah. I guess.
I mean, my bad. This is. Okay.
What?
Hold on, I
What
fucked up. I want to look at this after all.
This is crazy. So you like what?
What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, okay. I understand. No, this actually makes total sense. So the thing is that because you're in soak form, you actually this fainting grass is actually completely safe. There's nothing that hits it. That's really cool.
Wow.
That's a drive with stun guard anti. Hits it, right? Destruction, drive, stun guard anti. Which is a totally reasonable play, by the way.
Destruction
Exactly.
does destruction hold on. Does this last at end of beat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. I love that plan. Then you said destruction drive
I think
anti.
that you can actually find destruction drive here because for the same reason as beat 1, catch a lot of dodges because Luke's going to dodge a lot in this situation. Guard, it's pretty hard for play something that like stuns you. Yeah, I think actually you should be able to find destruction drive anti-stun guard here. It's not crazy.
Okay, so hold on.
Get flashed or something that's really bad.
Destruction drive anti stun guard shanty's power doesn't matter. 2. Okay, so we take 2. All right, let me do this math real fast. So here, push or pull 1. Probably pull.
Definitely gonna pull so that you A have her cornered and B don't take the 1 damage, but you still trade down.
Well, no, you're gonna take 1 damage no matter what from destruction if you do this.
No, if you don't.
The destruction has retreat on it, right?
So Luke retreats 1, pulls 1. Then the drive forces you into the corner.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. But I mean, it's still okay. Like you're trading up by 1, and I think it's good against everything else. I don't like the beats is just like a YOLO strike, right? Like does lose to switch strike, but
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Maybe like a chrono strike is I don't know. Maybe LP is aiming to beat a chrono strike or something here. Okay. This is interesting. I think that's kind of that's worth thinking about a little bit more. I don't know if diligent viewers. I think that's a good beat to analyze.
Yeah, my bad. All right, pause, Kevin. There we go. All right, here we go. 1 time. Soak form. Luke is probably dodging or flashing. Dodge or flash. Beat flash.
Soak form, so you're not gonna flash.
No, you're not. Especially since fainting is down, so we can't fainting anti-time, anti-power, anti-whatevs. Alright. Probably a dodge. Destruction is still up, so I like destruction.
I think destruction drive is still good. Like, there's all the same reasons.
Yeah. Actually though, destruction strike is also fine, right?
Destruction strike is what?
Also fine, right? What
I
do
mean,
you
it does lose to burst, right?
No, it doesn't. 0 to 2, right?
Look for him.
Oh, right. Yep, you're correct. So that's our pair. Still. Play it. Play
Yeah,
it.
and then as Luke, what do you do against destruction? I mean, okay, just dodge and eat it. That's, I guess, what makes sense.
Okay,
No
Blatm.
stun guard anti.
You gotta talk with your boy. You have to. We can't keep doing this no stun guard destruction drive thing.
Don't.
You gotta talk with your boy.
Why wouldn't you? Stun guard anti.
I can't.
God. Why?
It's. I have now come to the conclusion this is like her catch-all pair, and it's like a lot better than I thought it was. If you anti-stun guard.
Yeah,
Which he has never done.
It seems really good, but what? Why would
This is normal.
it loses to everything, right? If you, I mean,
Yes. It doesn't lose to flash.
it beats memento dodge. It beats memento dodge.
Yes. Technically, you know what? We're wrong. He won the beat.
Good job, LP. You won the beat.
We're sitting here being armchair quarterbacks, but this dodge took a whole damage. I can't even justify that. Alright, anyway.
Alright, so here you fusion grasp, right? Or fusion whatever, as Luke would find. Do anything about that, so Anath. I guess you abhorrent, right? Okay, you got to abhorrent. So you can abhorrent strike.
If you think he's gonna fusion grasp, which there's no way, but man, oh man, if you dread,
You dread
against fusion grasp. Oh, you can't. He's in the corner. Okay.
I mean,
Oh, he's in the corner. Fusion grasp.
The thing you do against fusion is you're abhorrent, right? So hold on, let's think about this, right? So there's no 3 timing. So if you just abhorrent strike, what happens?
You lose to flash. No,
It's just great, right?
We're in soak.
Point. Like
what? What? Nothing. Am I wrong? You lose to nothing. 0 thing.
So the thing is that you could consider abhorrent shot here instead to cover the drives.
None of the drives hit you.
Yeah, the point is you don't want to null the beat, right? It's such a good beat for you. So I think maybe you abhorrent shot here to make sure that Luke can't drive and like take the null beat. But that loses to fusion, right? So don't do that. And it doesn't lose to fusion drive, so. I would just cash in, right? Abhorrent shot is amazing. I don't see how Luke is doing anything about abhorrent shot.
Whoa.
You're right. You could also you could dread havoc here. That's a good point.
How about not dread havoc? How about a horn havoc? We're in soak for him.
It also misses the drives, which is unfortunate, but it does more damage against everything else. Yeah, it's not crazy. You're right.
Wait. What do you mean it misses the drives?
But
why does it miss the drives? If he
drives advance 2.
Uh-huh. Oh, advance 2. Got it.
let Luke get away with an old beat here. Dread Havoc seems really good though.
Yeah, I would agree.
This will suffice.
Take this.
Uses Diffusion Grasp. Okay, so you should just have Horn Shot and just like guarantee.
Yep.
You should stun guard here. You should really stun guard. Okay. Yeah. Lucky that you didn't get owned, LP. You should really stun guard there. I don't know if your stun guard button is broken today or something, but like you should really stun guard. Like, really. Okay. Whatever.
Could you imagine? Well, wait. He doesn't need to stun guard here, right? Because he's covered.
He could strike, right? He could just be getting stunned.
Well, no, because he's got 2 stun guard and 2 soak.
And Aliphant anti-power, so...
Oh! Yeah. His stun guard is broken. The same drives because soak form, doesn't it? Yeah. Rose is right. Dread Havoc in that situation. Because of you can't go to range 3 because you're in soak form. So...
Yeah, the fusion grasp also beats you, yeah.
So yeah, Abhorrent Shot is the plan.
So great. LP finally, has set up properly. So I wonder if he calculated this.
Well, he did, because once again, he's just stun guard ever.
No stun guard is crazy. It's definitely cost him this set. This is unbelievable. Every time, right? Like we're up to 4 times where there's just
1,
no stun
2,
guard.
3.
Just 3.
No. So it is 4 when you include the Maggie game. 1,
With
2. Yeah, 4 with the Maggie game.
I need a better position.
Now, one of them was the one we were wrong on, though, Blatm. Well, on the destruction drive against the dodge, we would have just thrown away 2 force. So.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. Maybe this is what LP knows, that sometimes you have to like.
Whoa.
You'll be a bit parsimonious with your force or something. Okay, so whenever LP goes into hate form, I'm like, okay, he spotted a mix-up. Really good.
Okay, we're gonna spend some time on this.
Maybe just Dread Havoc, right? Like, or it's not Dread Havoc, Dread Burst, right?
1 sec. All right, I want to know why he went into hate form. Because she's got drive up or flash up. She's got 3 time. Okay, Memento is down.
Yeah, that's why. What do you do against Dread Burst here? I think you're just sad. I think you just lose. You can clash it, right? That's got to be Eternal Shot clashes it and is otherwise safe. So,
Did you? Man, how unfair is this pair that it's like, hey, we're finally in the chance to use our best pair, and Luke is just like, well, I guess I'll clash it with my best pair.
I mean, this clash has to be awful, right? So, okay, after the clash, well, can you even hit a Eternal Burst? If we Dread Havoc to hit the burst?
Well, if you go Eternal Burst, -1, Dread Burst, 0, -2, you can Havoc, advance 1 or 2, so advance none, advance 1, then burst 1 or 2. You can Dread Havoc.
Yeah, and there's no clash because drive is down. So I think you just Dread Burst, and I think you win the beat for sure, right? There's literally nothing. Is that right? Can you Eternal Burst anti-time?
Eternal Burst.
No, because
anytime.
then you don't have burst, and you're just gonna lose to like a strike or something.
-3, -2, -2. Right? So Dread Burst, be Eternal Burst, and then you go into Eternal Shot. And this goes first.
Yeah, you just what do you do against Dread Burst? Are you just dead?
Fainting. Oh, she has anti-advance. Rose, this is why we need you in this chat. Alright. Fainting Grasp.
Anti-advance?
Yeah. Okay. Retreat.
Okay.
Advance 1 or 2. Retreat 1.
2, otherwise it's symmetric.
And then you.
It doesn't work at all.
You would go first. So retreat 1. Advance 2. No? I don't think
so. You have the two things you can do. The two meaningful things you can do with the anti-advance are go to space 1 or go to space 2. But in either case, you just Dread Havoc to range 1. The grasp misses, and you retreat 1, and you hit him super hard. Like space 3, going to.
We're at space 3, right?
Space 3 with Fainting Grasp is the plan. No, because then Anath just fails to advance with Havoc, and then advances 1 with Dread, and then you're very sad as Luke. Like, no, it doesn't work.
Why?
I'm so exasperated. I'm furious.
Why?
I march onward.
Not so fast.
I will end you.
No better than I expected.
I have
Okay, I
no.
want to look at what Rose is saying. Because I'm reasonably sure there are no outs to Fainting to Dread Burst here. Saying end at range 3. Or sorry, end at space 3 as Luke. Space 4. Yet to move. So if you do that, Anath can fail to advance with the Havoc.
Yeah.
And with Dread. Luke misses. Treats 1 with the Havoc. 8. I don't understand.
No, she's talking about Fainting Grasp versus Dread Burst. Right? And this was the setup. We were Anath was in the middle, and Luke was in space 3.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying now. So,
explain it to me because I'm still struggling because this is Anath and I can't do fucking quadratic equations before I figure out where I'm going to move to.
Okay. So, yeah, Anath Dread Burst can either advance with the Dread first, in which case she necessarily ends up, and then she gets hit by Fainting Grasp, and that's very bad. Or she can retreat 2, and then advance 1, gets hit by Fainting Grasp. Or she can retreat 1, 2, and then it's a null beat. So yeah, Rose is right that Fainting Grasp advance does beat.
This game is impossible. I am sitting here in my. Like, I don't know, like cosine minus tangent gets me where? This is absurd. Okay, so let me figure this out, because I am struggling still. So I'm Dread Burst. I am located here, right? This is here, and it's Fainting Grasp Anti-Advance. I go first because I am Fainting Grasp Anti-Advance. I now have the option to retreat 1, which would put me here, and then advance 2, which would put me here, or advance 1, which puts me here. Alternatively, I can advance 1 and then retreat 1, or I can advance 2 and then retreat 1, or I can retreat 1, advance 1. So I can end here, 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 or here.
Or space 1.
Or fuck this game.
Yeah. So you want to end as Luke. You want to end at range 1.
Okay.
Not space 1. Range 1.
Range 1.
So space 3 or space 5.
And then Dread Burst, advance 2, or retreat 2, or both rather. And you go after Fainting Grasp. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, actually.
LP is
Good job,
saying I'm going to play Dread Burst, Dread Strike to beat the Fainting Grasp anti-advance. Okay, does this Fainting Burst like magically beat? It does, right? Oh, that's interesting.
Magically beat what?
Huh?
Fainting Burst.
No, it doesn't. It gets destroyed, right? Yeah, it just gets annihilated. Okay.
You know what? I'm done being tricky ever. Like, what I am finding here is that if I just played the good thing, I would just win. Right? I am coming around to your way of thinking, Blatm. Like, I love me a hard read, like a diamond edge read, like look into their soul and find their pair. That is like my favorite thing to do in BattleCON the game. And if I had just played the best pair, Dreadburst, we would just be annihilating our opponent right now.
I mean, it's also bad even if she plays Fainting Grasp, but she anti-advance, right? So you get 3 times for free. Like,
sure, and we know, but like not really no. -1 no.
-2 no, right?
Well, you get 1 back, right? So yeah, -2. You're right.
3.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, you should. I don't understand why you don't Dread Burst there. I think that you should really Dread Burst there. That's crazy. That's really bonkers.
Did you just concede here?
Not well enough.
Also concede, I think.
I mean, I don't get a lot of chances to bring this back up, but you should never concede because your opponent might concede after they've won.
Oh my god.
Do you know how much better of a player Mix is than me? I've seen him make 2 mistakes, and I just get to give him crap about those 2 mistakes because what's he gonna do?
The mistake he made is literally the worst mistake you can possibly make.
What was his name? Who was that Counter-Strike player who conceded due to a Phantom Army?
Idra. Idra conceded to Huck at MLG whatever when Huck made a lot of hallucinated Void Rays.
Yeah. Oh man.
Given that Aliphant is playing stuff like Fainting Burst, Aliphant has made 2 really very strange decisions in that set. Fainting Burst.
She was never punished.
Yeah, Fainting Burst is crazy, but it's also like you can't really do anything about it, so I guess it's whatever. The Reaver Burst is insane. I have no idea why you play Reaver Burst there. It loses to everything.
Does not lose to Excelsior's blessing. Does not lose to Excelsior's blessing.
Oh my god. Okay.
Let me. Man, I can't even straight face. I don't want to give LP too much shit, right? Because LP is a lot better than me. And I feel like he brain farted or tried to get too tricky during this match.
LP was not himself during these matches. He's normally
Right, that's what I mean. You know,
very good, and he played like garbage.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate that he would pick that day to.
I feel. Who was it that used to outplay themselves all the time? He used to joke about it. I can't remember his name. But
someone who used to outplay himself all the time?
Yeah, we used to joke around about this guy who would he was normally pretty good, but then he would get in his own head and like play around the thing that like they played, like he would go to like level 7 on his own, right, against his opponent, and then lose to Rock, right? Like he'd be like, I am playing Wizard Spock version 2, and his opponent's just like clockwork shot. You know? Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know what LP was thinking. I mean, like, I think something would I must have gotten, like, no sleep or something, because, I mean, besides missing things like Dread Burst, which is crazy, is a really obvious Dread Burst beat, like, not anting Stun Guard, like, 4 times or something, like,
that was infuriating.
That's bonkers. That's just ridiculous. He said, I really need the Force for, like, some of the points in the Anath game, but, like...
Do you, though?
Do you? Anting Stun Guard is just, like... It's just insane. Just completely bonkers.
Yeah, okay. Alright, what do I have here? Why do you have to... why do you gotta zip your files, man? What are these?
I'm kind of tired. I don't really want to do another set.
Okay. I do want to do... So, here's reality a little bit. Right, so I've been super busy this week. But... every time I do this, I have an amount of fun that I am like constantly surprised by. Like every time I do these replay reviews, I enjoy them. But I'm always like, yeah, that was a lot more fun than I remember. So I don't know why, but I definitely want to do another one soon, and I do want to get these games reviewed for Icy. But yeah, I'm cool with ending it here. It was a solid.
The games. Mix versus ICU, those were some good games. I think the Luke versus Cesar matchup is going to be really good because those are both players' mains. It's a very difficult matchup for Luke.
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta see. Where is... Oh my god, he does have the accent over the E. I was gonna be like, you mean Caesar? Except, dumb.
He's Hispanic or something.
Well, I mean... anyway. Man, I was about to, like, what is this, Cesar? Anyway. But then you have the accent over the E. Alright. Sounds good, man. Let's plan to do this again either this weekend or probably just like next Thursday for sure.
I'm reasonably free, so just let me know.
Sounds good, man. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, Rose.
Yep. Thanks, Rose.